Hey ladies and gents, this is Linda Faychick777 and today I'm coming at you with another video in our Summer Bazaar craft series, and today I am going to work with this and I'm going to show you from real beginner to a little bit more advanced of how to make some key holders. You know, to hang like your house keys. And I'm going to show you some different things that you can make key holders out of. Now this I recently got at our local Dollar Tree. They were those, you know, frames with the canvas over the top with the woodward. And what they can end up looking like is, like, I took one, which is this, and I covered the back. I used a piece of chipboard first to make it kind of nice and sturdy, since it is, you know, hollow back here. And then I covered it. This was a brown one, so I covered it with a brown piece of cardstock. And then on the front, I found this really cool door plate at Habitat for Humanity. It was like 50 cents, and it's already kind of rusted and like really old. Look at that. So I used some paper that I sewed around the edges, and I glued that down, and then I used E6000 and I glued this on top. Okay, so there is kind of a version you can make using one of these. And then what I will do in the end is, you know, I'm not quite done with it. I gotta have some hangers for keys, right? So I have got some cup hooks that I have spray painted. They're kind of a goldy bronze color, and I'll probably do 2 or 3. And on this particular one, since it goes in this direction, it's nice to have ones that are narrow, because some people, they don't have a lot of wall space. They might just have a nice little narrow area, you know, that right next to the door where they want to hang their keys. And then what I'll do is I will screw in my cup hooks down at the bottom here, probably 3, okay, and then they've got a key holder. And I did these last year, Christmas Bazaar, 2 of them. I made 3 at one, and they sold out within like the first half hour, and so I had enough to make 3 more. I used a different base, and they sold out as well, and I made them for like $5.50, $6.50, something like that, really cheap, and they just sold right out. For this particular craft, I'll probably go around $7.50, real easy. And this is a fairly big one. Yeah, it's just about 12 inches long. These are ones like I made last year. Okay, they're this big. Okay, and I'm going to stop the camera right here, and I'm going to insert a little quick thing here to show you what this was before I did this to it, okay? Okay, so that was like, it was like this, of course, and I got it at Dollar Tree. It's just a little wooden board. It had a cute little quote on the front. They have like a ton of different sayings, and all I do is I spray paint them completely black. They're black along the sides, but I spray paint the top and the bottom completely black. I add, like, this is just fun hardware I got at Habitat for Humanity. I add like a tiny little eye hook, and then I hang just a little, you know, decorative scrapbook key on there, okay? And then again, these ones, since they are really tiny in here, I think just a couple inches across, yeah, which I did last year, is I hung 2 cup hooks from it so that you can hang 2 pairs of keys. But these are nice because they're small and they're narrow. Okay, so, and then here's another one I made this year. This is another plate that I found at Habitat. I love how rusted out it is. Did another little eye hook through one of the keyholes and added a key, but I love that it has the keyhole on there, nice and rusted out. Again, since it's so narrow, I'll add 2 little cup hooks at the bottom, and then there is a little key holder. Okay, so those are just a couple of options. This is another option. This is the board that I had left over from jewelry holder that I made, a necklace holder. And so I just added some paper on top, a knob, a little key, and then I can add like 3 hooks again here at the bottom. And I've got a cute little key holder. This is a little bit wider. I want to make all different sizes for people, you know. We don't know what our wall sizes are next to our doors, so I like to have a lot of different options. But this will look really cute with the little cup hooks down at the bottom to hang keys on. Okay, so let's start easy, easy. This is beginner parts right here, okay? You have found this cute board at Dollar Tree. You want to make a key holder out of it. Leave it just like that, okay? I would suggest maybe covering the back, okay? What I did, because you don't want them to see this staple. You want that finished off if you're going to sell it. So I cut some chipboard and I just painted it black around the edges, front and back. I probably could have just did one side, but I just did front and back because I didn't know what side I was going to be using. And then cover it. Okay, cover that back side. And then I cut a plain piece of black cardstock to fit over the top. Okay, so now our backside looks all finished. Okay, that looks much nicer to sell, right? You also want to make sure that you put your little hangers on here, okay? Do not forget your little picture hangers on the back of these key holders, okay? You're either going to, depending on the direction that you're making it, you're obviously going to place one here or one at the long edge. So don't forget your picture hangers on the back, okay? So there is our cute key holder. You add your cup hooks. This is so big you could probably add 4 cup hooks, right? So let me come down a little bit here, right? So I would say 4 cup hooks on this. There's, you know, if you've large family households, put in your cup hooks, 4 of them evenly spaced apart, okay? And you have a key holder. Easy, easy, easy. That is total beginner. You don't have to do anything to it. Okay, just cover the back so it's nice and finished. Add your cup hooks in here. I got these cup hooks at Walmart. They have silver, they have a gold, and every time I went back like 3 times, they were out of the bronze, but they do have bronze. They're 8 in a pack for 97 cents, okay? Or you can get the great big packs for 2 or 3 something that have, you know, quadruple that many in a pack. Okay, so cup hooks, screw them in, and then you have your key holder. Easy, total beginner right there, okay? Let's take it another level. I picked these up at Dollar Tree as well, okay? They're these things. They're in a little holder. I don't know if you guys remember these. Came out a couple of months ago. However, the ones that I got said home on it. I got the ones that said home. Perfect, huh? Perfect for house keys. So the way you take this out is you look for, all the ones I found, I looked for ones that had an opening, okay? Look for ones that have a little bit of a gap here. And then you have to work slow because I have cracked one. I'm going to be honest with you. A larger kind of flathead screwdriver. Get that in that opening and just slowly, as you're squeezing your screwdriver in farther and farther, you're slowly lifting that out of that holder and you're breaking this glue seal underneath, okay? And then just slowly, and you want a nice kind of a long flathead screwdriver, slowly lifting and slowly, it takes a little bit, but you can do it, and boom, you can finally just kind of, it's out enough, about 3/4 away, you can pop it out, and this is what I came up with. Okay, this is what's left. And then what I did, it's already white, so I went and sanded it and I distressed it. Okay, went and sanded it and distressed it. So let's go with this. So we're going to go into the intermediate. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and glue this because we're going into the intermediate stage. This is my kind of stage for this. I did kind of an intermediate key holder. Got it ready and prepped as we're doing now, of course, and I've got more of an advanced key holder using the same base down here, the same printed canvas. Okay, I don't know why I'm gluing the center. I'm so used to gluing the center, there's no center to glue to here. So let's not add glue in the center, that's a waste. I'm just so used to add the glue all over it. So let's go ahead and fit that down so it covers all that ugly open area and raw edge. And then let's go ahead and add our glue to this. My glue is coming near the end of its bottle. I may have to pause here and get another bottle of glue. Okay, we're going on to the intermediate level of these key holders. And never fear if you can't find these canvases. There's other canvases you can use. There's square canvases you can buy at Dollar Tree. If you can't find the home, that's okay. If you've got wooden letters, you can spell the word home. You can buy wooden letters at Walmart. It does kind of bring your cost up a little bit, but it can be done. You can buy wood words, like Walmart has wood words that say family. How cute is that? Anything like that that would be really cute on the front. Blessed, I don't know, anything cute like that that would be nice for the front of these key holders. Or of course, if you don't want anything that says home and you want to add hardware like I did on those ones, you have old really cool looking hardware, you got a Habitat for Humanity, you just cover it up, do what I'm doing, and add some hardware to it. Screw in the hardware and you're ready to go. Okay. Alright, let's flip that over. I know that's so cute, right? I actually bought a couple of these just to put around my craft room because I thought they were so cute. Okay. So I have this cute paper from Prima Marketing, Time Traveler's Memories. I've sewed around the edges because I think that is super cute. And what I'm going to do is cut off my threads. Okay. So this is taking advantage of the canvas itself, and what I did is when I went shopping for these, I purposefully chose canvas ones that were black or brown so that I could go ahead and use the outer edges of them and didn't have to cover them completely. Okay, but you can buy square canvases. I've seen Walmart have the square canvases, same thing you can work with. Okay, and square would be super cute. Okay. Try and get as much glue out of here as I can before I have to switch over. In fact, some of the key holders, we're going to work on one that is a small square one. It's not a canvas, it's a wooden piece that I got, but we're going to work with that. Maybe two of them. So I can show you a couple of different things that you can use. Okay, we're going to center this on the front. Make sure I'm all centered here. There we go. Beautiful on the front there, just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're in the intermediate stage. We finished the beginner stage. Take the canvas just like it is, cover the back, and add some cup hooks. Now we're kind of fancying it up a little bit more. So we have this home. So I'm going to add some glue to the back of it. I sanded the front, like I said earlier. We're going to add some glue to it, and we're going to glue this homeward down. That sounded funny. Homeward down. Sounds like Homeward Bound. Boy, that's an old movie. Some of you are like, what? And some of you older gals like me are like, oh, cute movie. Okay. Alright. Now, before I lay that down, I'm going to get all my glue strings out of the center. I like to use skewers. They have a nice sharp little edge and they're cheap. what I try to do is any glue that might be near the edge that might squish out, when I press it down, I try to take that away from the edge. Okay, now let's lay this down and hope I get it in the right spot, huh? I gotta measure. I'm a measurer. About 1 inch from each edge. Right. Oops. Okay, got it all on there, measured, nice in the spot. How stinking cute is that? Oh my gosh, look at my fingernails. I got black spray paint around them and everything. You can tell I have been crafting away because I have about 3 weeks left, and one of those weeks we're going to be having a little bit of fun, so I won't be crafting. So technically I have 2 weeks left to get all of this stuff done. So look how cute that is. Intermediate level, of course, I will add my cup hooks. Screw those in off camera. Okay, intermediate level using a canvas piece from Dollar Tree and this wood piece. So for $2, some paper, some chipboard, and some cup hooks. Let's say $2.50, $3 at most. Sell it for, you know, $6 to $8.50 in your area. Super cute. Doubled your money, and you had a little bit of fun to fill your table. Okay, so that is our intermediate project for making a key holder using canvas. Let's take it a step further. Now we're going to go a little bit more advanced. Okay, here we go. I'm going to swap out. Alright, so I have another home. Okay, I jimmied out of the little holder. I painted it black, and then I sanded it a little bit to give me some of the white. Okay, now what I did was I took that canvas and I took it off of the frame. Okay, so let me grab one here. So I have this canvas that we've been working with, right? And I took all the staples out and I took this off. Okay, now I'm left with the frame, and so then I went and I spray painted it. Okay, I didn't try to get too worried about the front. I was mainly wanting the sides spray painted best because that's going to be seen, but the front pieces, and definitely not the middle, doesn't matter. These front pieces are all going to get covered. Okay, so again, I cut out 2 pieces of chipboard, cardboard basically. If you don't know what chipboard is, it's just, this is a thicker cardboard. I painted around the edges, both sides. You really just need to do one side, but I did both sides. Okay, so what we're going to do is first off glue our chipboard to each side. We're taking this canvas to just a little bit more of an advanced level. Okay, just a little bit more of an advanced level. All right, we're going to cover it just like that. You know, and make sure when you do like the you know, the tops, I guess, just where I covered, get it decent, but it's going to be covered basically. Okay, get it decently, but just in case you have a little bit of edges showing, you know, paint it good enough. See where I have a little bit of edges showing, but I painted it good enough so it doesn't look bad. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. My little piece of chipboard here, and we're going to glue. And the reason I painted around the chipboard was obviously the flat sides are not going to be seen, right? But what's going to be seen from the side view the edges. You want to make sure you paint those edges, okay? You don't want brown, ugly chipboard showing if you've painted your frame here white. Now, if you painted your frame brown, it won't matter, but I don't want my raw edge of my chipboard on the edges being seen. But it was easier just to paint around the perimeter of the whole thing, okay? All right. Okay, then on the back of that, see, I've got two different sizes here. I think that's the front side. Kind of matched my, there we go. All right, so on the back, we've got cardstock again. Don't you love when you get to the end of the glue, it likes to glob all out. That's okay. Are we having fun yet? I hope you guys are enjoying all these different craft videos. It's a little bit different from my Christmas ones, of course, a little bit different projects. Some I bring back, like these key holders, but they're still, again, a little bit different. A few of them. Okay, and we're going to cover up that chipboard. Give us a nice backing. Nice finished back on that wood. Get a little bit of glue right here on that edge. Very nice. Okay. That's the back. I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to go to the front side. Again, I've got another piece of cardstock we're going to use here. I'm layering it up really nice. Use a lot of glue. Fabri-Tac works wonderful. A lot of people like the Beacon's 3-in-1 glue. It's the same premise. It's the same company. This is Beacon Fabri-Tac. If you see Beacon 3, the number 3 in, and N 1, the number 1, wonderful stuff just as well. Okay, Walmart does carry both glues. Those things hold metal and everything down. I've never had a problem with them. All right, moving right along. We're working with the frame of the canvas now, taking it a little bit further. Just for the different stages of crafters. So I took it from a beginning to an intermediate, and now we're going a little bit more advanced. I have this cute paper. It says Absolutely Pure Spices, Davis Packer Perkins. It came out of a paper pack from Hobby Lobby. Oh, I wish I can remember the name of the pack. But it had like kitchen papers in it. And they looked all vintagey. You know, cooking and kitchen. It had vintage spoons. They've had it forever. For years they've had this paper pack. I used a little bit out of what I liked in it, and then I got rid of the rest of it. Got tired of it. Okay. And we're going to center this. Very nicely. Looking good. Looking cute, I might add. And we're almost done. Then we're going to take our home and we're going to glue that right on the front. So this project is a little bit more advanced in that, you know, we have to take it apart, we have to paint it, we have to cut the papers for it. I sewed around the edges of the papers. I will not do this on camera because it's going to save us some time, but basically I'm going to glue the home down just like that. And then I'm going to again add my cup hooks. Okay, so add my little cup hooks into the wood, really stinking cute. And we have a home project, another key project. So we went from just using the canvas itself and adding cup hooks, but covering the back, okay, to using the canvas, covering the back, but then just gluing paper and a word or letters on top, to completely removing the canvas and using the wood itself and then adding our own papers and stuff, okay? And again, remember your picture hangers on the back, you screw in your cup hooks, and you're ready to go. So we went from beginner to intermediate to advanced, okay? So that's how you can take this little canvas and go 3 different options with it, depending on how advanced or beginner of a crafter you are or how much time that you have. Perfectly cute, okay? All right, so you could also take this, if you didn't have anything on it, you could take this and turn it this way. You've got a long one, but you could turn it this way and you could put letters going down this direction if you want, or you again could add you know, some hardware on the front of it, on the front of that. Really cute. Okay, so there's lots of options with these. And then also what I'm going to do with these, which I didn't do on camera, is I picked out some keys. Okay, picked out some keys, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some little eye hooks. Got some little eye hooks over here. Okay, got some little eye hooks. All right, and I'm going to eye hook into the wood. Okay, I'm going to twist this little eye hook into the wood, probably right about on the E somewhere. Okay, I'm going to eye hook into the wood, probably about on the E. I'm going to add some jump rings, and I'm going to hang the little key. Okay, so let's do that on this one. All right, hold on just a minute. Okay, so I have this little eye hook, and what I did is I pre-drilled a hole, a little hole in my O, and I twisted in that eye hook. You can twist it in without the hole, but I'm not going to lie to you, these little suckers are hard to get started, so I just a tiny little hole in it, and then I just twisted it into the O. And then I've got my key, and I've got a couple of jump rings on it, and I'm just going to hook that to that eye hook. And we'll have a little dangly key on here. And I chose a silver key because I'm going to be using silver cup hooks. Get that nice and closed up. Okay. And now we've got our little key dangling from our home. Isn't that cute? And then the little cup hooks on there. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, so there is that advanced version of key holder. Now let's look at a couple other options you can work with. So I found this at Michael's. It was in their $3 bin and down to like $1.50. And what I did is I sanded off the middle portion because you can kind of see it. And this is what I came up with. Sanded off the words. Okay. I pre-drilled a hole where I'm going to put the hardware. Alright. I've got 3. I wanted to stick with kind of the wood theme since this was a wood theme. And look, it already has our hanger on it. And I have 3 pieces of paper here that I sewed around the perimeter. Super cute. This is another little option for you. We're going to do these kind of quickly. I'm going to show you one more little option of something I found at Dollar Tree you can use as well. Just to give you all sorts of ideas that you can make for key holders, that you can make out of key holders. Okay. Trying to do hurry because guess what? You're gonna be watching an hour video. Okay, I'm gonna glue these on. I'm not gonna go through the entire process because you've already kind of seen what can be done. I just want to show you what kind of pieces underneath that you could use. Okay, that's all we're doing right here. Okay, so I've covered that all up. I went from this to this. Okay, and now what I like is it's small, and what you want to look for, it's got nice kind of thick wood to be able to use those cup hooks, because you don't want your cup hooks to stick out. Well, they could stick out if you're going to completely cover the back, okay? But you want something that's got a nice substantial thick wood where you can screw your cup hooks in, because keys are heavy, right? So you don't want a really thin piece of wood. You want something that's kind of got nice substantial thick wood for those cup hooks to hold heavy keys. Okay, so that's something to think about. And then what I'm going to do is I've got this cool hardware that I'm going to screw into this just like that. It's going to hang off the edges a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of show you. I'm not going to screw it in right now because we're going to move on to something else. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is right down here on mine, there's a tiny little hole in there. I'm going to put one of those eye hooks again. And then from the eye hook, I'm going to add some jump rings and hang this cute little key. Alright, and then I'm going to probably put in 2 cup hooks here. And then we've got a really cute, vintage looking key holder. And then probably what I'll do is go ahead and ink around the edges. Okay, let me show you that really quick, how I did that. See, like on this one, I took some ink and I inked around the edges to kind of vintage it up. So let's do that real quick on this. I've got just some chalk ink. I like chalk ink because it dries really fast, okay? So I'll go around the edges and I'm going to kind of ink those edges up. And to kind of vintage this up a little bit. Look what a difference that made. Kind of ink those edges up. We add our hardware. Remember to pre-drill your hole first if you're going to do hardware. I'm going to add a little eye hook. If I didn't have a hole here, I'd probably just add a cute little eye hook like right up here or something. That would look totally cute. You could totally add an eye hook up there and just hang a key right next to it. Would look super cute. But this has got a little hole in it, so I'm going to hang a little hole from it. So there's another key holder, okay? Using something like this from Michaels, okay? Here is one more option. Okay, this was from Dollar Tree. These came out recently. They had ones with metal and they had ones with wood on top, and they have these little upholstery pins in them. Okay, these little upholstery pins were in the corners. I just took those out real easy because we're going to use those. Alright, so we can take this metal piece off. $1. Again, the back already has a hanger on it, and it's a nice kind of thick, substantial wood to hold our cup hooks. I'm going to leave that burlap on it. You can choose to paint it if you want, but I'm going to kind of leave it in its rustic nature. Okay? I'm going to take this, and I'm going to, if you wanted to go easy, you could leave that totally on there. If you're a total beginner, you can leave that on there with the little, upholstery things in there. Add a couple of key hooks and you're done, because bless this home. Home has to do with what? Keys, right? We've been working with that word. Totally easy, totally cute, you're done. But I'm going to take it a step further. Okay. I, of course, have a piece of paper here that I sewed around the edges. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink around the paper edge here just to vintage it up a little bit. I hold the ink, for those of you who don't know, I hold the ink right along the edge. And those of you that use Tim Holtz inks, you can do the same thing. I have Tim Holtz ink as well. But that just kind of distresses it up, okay? And then I'm going to leave a little bit of perimeter of that metal showing. Let me show you. It's hard to get off. I've got some plastic on my tabletop here. I'm going to glue this so there's a little bit of that perimeter showing, okay? I'm not going to... I'll go ahead and glue it, actually. I was going to say I'm not going to glue it right now to save time, but it's not going to take that much time. It won't take that much time. Go ahead and glue this piece. And you guys are not going to believe what I found at Habitat for Humanity. You are going to freak out. It's a one-in-a-lifetime find. I think I got it for $1. Crazy! Okay, and I'm going to center this like this. Cute, that metal is showing still. That is super cute. And then I'll put this back in. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the little upholstery pins back on there. So let's find out where that hole is. Right there, just like that. I'm going to add the upholstery pins right back through the hole. Well, I'm just all thumbs and dropping stuff today. We're just going to reuse all these pieces. Super cute. Okay, so I've got my upholstery pins back in. Okay, so I know where they go. I'm probably going to kind of have to hammer them in a little bit, but for sake of video, we're going to leave it just like that. Okay, so pretend it's all pushed down. Now, I found this little black back plate. All right. I'm going to use E6000 glue, and I'm going to glue that right in the center. And then look what else I found at Habitat. Isn't that freaking cute? Isn't that cute? I think I found it at Habitat, or my cousin gave it to me. It's one of those two places. A cute little lion door knocker. Oh my gosh. So it's got these little nail holes. I'm going to probably add some E6000 glue on it, and then I'm going to put some little tiny, tiny nails in those little holes. And I'm going to glue it right to the front, just like that. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? And then I'm going to add one of those little eye hooks and a key, and I'm going to hang a key probably right off the side over here or over here, I'm not sure. I think off this side, and I'm going to add like a little key there. And then, of course, you know I'm going to say it. I'm going to add my little cup hooks, probably 2, because it's a smaller piece. And now I have a cute little lion door knock, vintage looking key holder. Isn't that cute? Look at that. So there, I hope you enjoyed this really long tutorial, but I really wanted to show you all the different things that you could use. This was $1, and then I think these probably either was free or he was only about $1. I kid you not. This came in something else, so I might have spent about $2.50 on the whole thing. Maybe $3, but using Dollar Tree pieces, we were able to make a bunch of different styles and sizes of key holders. So I hope you enjoyed this process. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. Glad to have you along on the journey with me. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Please leave a comment, and if you have any questions, I'll be sure to help you. Thanks for sharing your time with me. One more time. I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.